Right, there are about 4 things that I hate so much about the Sony FX3. If you've heard me talk on this channel before ever, you will know that the Sony FX3 is my favorite camera of all time. However, there's 4 things that frustrate the hell out of me. One, the fact that it has no ND filters internally. When I first got the camera, and if you've seen my very first videos, you would know that I said it, that I wasn't bothered that I didn't have ND filters internally, because at the time, you know, I was really hyped up on the Peter McKinnon variable ND filters by Polar Pro, and I was happy with it at the time. Over time, when you work with different lenses and different ring sizes, you find that you end up collecting all these silly step up and step down rings. And what that does is, if you ever forget this step up or step down rings at home, your shoot is ruined. Whatever you've got plans, you will have to start thinking of how to work around that. And I do understand, don't get me wrong, I understand it is quite a lot to ask for that price range, but boy, it winds me up when I get to a shoot or get to a place where I want to capture something, and then I realize that I've left the step up ring or the step down rings at home. I'm hoping the next FX camera, whatever Sony is going to come up with, will have internal ND filters. Yeah. Second thing I hate about this camera is the battery life. Sony MPZ 100 batteries suck. Sometimes you use the camera and it's fine, but when you have the top handle on and the fan kicks in and all that, you would burn through these batteries a lot. Anytime the fan is working or anytime you've got the top handle on, yeah, it's going to be a problem. If you are looking to get one of these cameras, you need to buy multiple batteries, because you would need that if you're not going to be running with V-mount batteries or external solutions. Taking self-portrait on this camera is probably the worst experience you've had with any camera at all. I have issues with the focusing system. So you set the focus and you go to press the button to trigger the self timer, and boy, by the time you get back to where you want to be, the focus is gone. And unfortunately as well, to set the focus, the sort of lenses I have, my arms are not long enough to set the focus while I'm standing where I want to be. So I end up wasting so much time trying to set focus, and in the end it still didn't work. I spent hours and wasted hours. This is frustrating. If you found a way around this, please let me know in the comments, because I'm tearing my hair out. I wanted to take some headshots for some job interviews that I was going for, and I couldn't do it because it was just messing about. So yeah, the last thing is the placement of the power button. The power button is a tiny little thing on the back of the camera, and it's just placed in a very awkward place. I don't know what Sony was thinking at the time, but I would have expected something a bit better, because again, when I first got the camera, I used to confuse the on and off switch. So most of the time I'll come back in the morning to use the camera, and then it would tell me that the battery is dead. Now I don't even get that much, but the problem I have is it's just like a tiny little button, and the placement is just awkward as hell. I wish they did a better job with it. Again, like I've said, this camera is my favorite camera of all time, and these things I just mentioned here are just 4 tiny issues that I can live with. I don't mind those things. Like I said, this is still the very best camera I've ever had. Thanks for listening. Hopefully we can get together again in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and yeah, I'll be bringing another video to you. Like I said, I've got a bit more time now. Hopefully I'll be able to keep this schedule going as well. And yeah, I always say, share these videos with your friends and other creatives that might find this interesting or engaging. Like, share, comment, and I will see you in the next one.